See, I thought Ethan Klein was gonna be done. So I was like, oh, okay, we can finally put this story to rest. We can finally put it away. We can finally shelve it. He's gonna move on. He had like one normal stream, and I was like, okay, we're done. Finally. And no, no. No, he's back on the train, and he's been back on the train, and I don't think he's gonna stop anytime soon. I don't think this train is stopping. And he got a really nice tattoo. It's really good. It's really good. It's a really nice tattoo. This is a show of hands. One's if you've already seen this, two's if you haven't. Am I showing anyone this horrible thing for the first time? I want to know how many people's day I'm ruining. Oh no, people haven't seen it. No. Here's the progress photo. And the text reads, "The greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother." Did she die? Why does it look like a memorial tattoo? Did you see the reference photo? I did, but I don't have it on hand. I didn't get to save enough. I was so busy the past couple days. Usually I try and save at least a couple links for stream, but I didn't have the time to. I'm gonna say two things. One, this quote tweet was crazy. A tattoo of your wife and it doesn't even capture her equestrian essence. Sad. Which I will just say that's a crazy tweet to make. That is a crazy tweet to make. Did you see him ranting about divorce on yesterday's show? Shut the fuck up, dude. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. He wouldn't do that. That would be too funny. Okay. He's not capable of being that funny anymore. Okay. No, he wouldn't do that. But I'm just gonna say this guy, I'm pretty sure, is the guy who Ethan Klein told was like Ethan Klein told him to go to Gaza and because they would kill you for being gay there or something. Which at that point, man, when you're fighting those fights, I think that person's allowed to say that your wife looks like a horse or something. I think that you fired those shots. Listen, I don't shit on other people and then act surprised when they shit on me. When I make fun of Asmongold, I fully anticipate them. I fully anticipate him to attack me. I get that. I understand how the internet works. I get it. The greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mares. I'm gonna get a Denims tattoo that says the greatest thing a man can do for his children, for his chatters, is love their streamer. Oh no, dude, no, stop. All right. It's really so telling his motivations during all of this. And like, dude, the worst part about this is he's gotten this tattoo and like he has a few other tattoos. I think I thought he had no tattoos. I thought this was his first tattoo. At least thank God this wasn't his first tattoo. But like the few other tattoos he has, at least one of them, that tattoo he got when his dog died when his dog died at 6 from kidney issues because, sodium problems because, he was feeding it human cheese with every meal. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Fake tattoo, fake tattoo, fake tattoo, fake tattoo. This is a parody account. It's a parody account. Yeah. Human cheese. Sorry. I mean like cheese for human consumption. Yeah, I mean, it's a bold choice, I guess. It's a bold choice to get this tattoo. Let me see if I can find it. Man, I really wish I had saved some links for the stream. And other people have tried to say like, oh, you don't understand. It's going to look better when it fades. It's going to look better. This is how the tattoo is going to look. Okay, once it fades. The one thing though is that if the tattoo fades equally as it should, the color or like the darkness, the value, thank you, under the eyes matches under her chin. So it's going to fade proportional with that. So it's always going to look relatively darker because it's relative to the other parts of this. Also, when it would fade, you would want to just get touch-ups, not do whatever the fuck this is. I just think it's kind of mean because she doesn't even have dark circles in this one at all. And he really went in. He really went in on that. But sure, guys, don't worry. It's going to look really good when it fades. Even if it looked good, it would still be weird. Yeah. I once got a girlfriend's name tatted. I was young. It's covered up now. It's just not. I disagree with face. I disagree with getting faces tattooed on you. I disagree. Why on the bicep? Can you call this a bicep? No, not the old lady chicken elbow. No. This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny. So he got this tattoo, and other people had to tell me that his wife didn't know that he got it because he wanted it to be a surprise. A chatter clued me in on this. Best part is she didn't know he was gonna get a tattoo of her face on his fucking arm either.
Getting a tattoo, a big one.
Really?
What?
On my arm. Yeah, I've been planning this for
I'm
a
nervous
while.
because he hasn't told anybody, including myself, what is it.
Nope.
Not even you?
Not even me.
Should we
Oh.
guess?
Let's
You
guess.
can, but you're not going
We're
to
not
be
going
able
to.
to. Yeah.
Really? What's the reasoning I'm not telling anyone?
I just want it to be surprised.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Is it a portrait of me? You shouldn't.
It's
have.
Zach.
Wow.
Yeah, you know the hair color wouldn't be that bad if he had also dyed his eyebrows, but he didn't dye his eyebrows, so it looks a little scary. It looks a little spooky, I think. And it's funny because I think even the thumbnail artist knows this, because the thumbnail artist keeps using photos of when he had the gray hair or when he's wearing a cap. So I think this was this one. This is the one where they talk about this.
The mods erased it. This is a well done tattoo and doesn't belong here. Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And they keep trying to post it, bro. They keep... Oh wait, no, this is from our subreddit.
No, it's from our sub Reddit. And yeah, I feel called out. That was me.
You posted that?
Oh, I might throw away.
Why would you do that, bro?
Really? I'm farming karma, dude.
No, stop it. Anyway,
I'm farming, bro.
listen, with portrait, so it's the same guy who did
Oh,
the one of the dogs that everyone loves,
Mhm.
Ducky and Alfredo. And I know portraits is risky business.
Very hard to do.
And I did a lot of trust in him to make a good portrait. Now I'll say before I show it to you guys, it's very dark, but it's going to lighten up.
Mm-hmm.
I think
lighten up.
some people have shown it to has some hesitancy, being like, the reaction is like, oh, wow. You know? And I think
That's good. That's good. When you show someone a tattoo and they say, ah, wow, bold.
it's just very dark. Personally, I love it. I
Wait.
think
You think that people responding to you being like, look, I got a full portrait of my wife on my arm, them being like, oh, cool, is because it's shaded a little bit too dark.
I think they,
Dude, when your fucking employees are telling you why they're saying, ah. Oh.
Now that's an interesting
well, no,
angle, too.
it's my family. It's not like strangers.
No, I know.
Right.
I know that
Why you think that's shocking?
it's
something
fine.
else?
I think that at first it's like, whoa, because when you hear like, oh my God, I'm getting my significant other tattooed, people are like, oh man.
my
That
wife.
is like
That's
the
a
classic
big,
wife
thing.
that's a
of
big
15
decision.
Oh my
God,
Right,
are you
it's a
close
little
to divorce?
different.
And I
It's
know
a little different.
you guys will literally be together forever, so it's not a big deal. But it's just when you tell people or show people at first, it's like,
Oh, you did that.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh, you did that.
Trouble at home.
yeah.
the text is small, but the tattoo is for my kids mostly. I'm the dad of 3 boys, and this is something that I really want them to take with them into life. I'll come up closer here and let you guys take a look. One moment here, please.
Very beautiful.
It is.
Oh,
very
there you
Can you imagine your dad gets a tattoo of your mom and he's like, this is for you, kids.
go.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Wow.
She's so pretty.
So shiny.
Yes, it says, the greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother. I think
Oh,
that's
that's
beautiful.
good.
I also love that, like, I can see her from all the way over here. You know, like, I know that's Hila.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talented.
There it is.
People ask me, how did Hila react?
She's shocked. I keep telling people she'll like it in 4 weeks.
I would contemplate divorce. I would. And like, I think I would feel a little bit differently if it was someone who has a lot of tattoos, right? Because you know the people who have like full arm, like full sleeve tattoos where their arms and their back and all over them, they're covered in tattoos. If I was dating someone like that, which would be fucking cool, dude, because people who get tattoos are so cool. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Sure, why not? You already have like 500 tattoos. Throw one more in there. Sure, why the fuck not? But like, Ethan doesn't have that many tattoos.
Denims is streaming.
And it's the only tattoo that's hard. I would want to cry. And like
Denims
also,
is streaming.
okay, this is a personal thing. This is a personal opinion. There's something that's kind of mean about getting a photo of your partner from like 15, 20 years ago. I don't know. I don't know that I could explain it perfectly in words, but there's something about it that it gives gravestone photo. It does. I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of people have with it. First of all, just face tattoos in general are just such a bold move. Second, face tattoos are kind of always going to give a gravestone unless you pick a really good photo of someone. And then the text is, dude, text on, oh, it's so brave. It's so brave. Yeah, I need to get a tattoo that just says Denims is streaming and nothing to say. It's like saying you've aged. I know. And then saying you're doing it for your kids.
Okay.
Like the worst part too, what I will say, you can tell that the tattoo artist is like actually pretty talented. Because the way that he shaded a lot of the things in here, like the cheekbones, for example, like he did a great job. The mouth, I think, looks really good. Like the tattoo artist looks good. Or like they look like they can do a really good job. And I know there was one chat that was like, you don't even have a tattoo. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Have you seen tattoo? Google fresh versus healed tattoos. Google it. Dog. Whatever areas that you shade the most, proportional or like relative to the other areas that get shaded the most, will stay that level of shaded. So you can see here, this is like one of the darkest areas right here. Oh, sorry, my mouse isn't showing up. Right under the eyes of this demon child, you can see it's super, this is one of the darkest areas, right? Let me see if I can put I usually remove the cursor because I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. But here. Because it wasn't healed. It literally, I did what the chatter asked. I Googled it. I Googled healed. And you can see like the areas that are going to be the darkest are going to also lighten relative to the darkest areas, right? Unless you're talking about fading and you're trying to account for fading, but that's stupid because you should just get your tattoos retouched. You should just get the tattoo so it looks good when it's done healing in like a week to a month. And then when it fades, you should get it retouched. Like, let me copy this image right now. I will send it through 1 or 2 shades of lightning in Clip Studio. Here we go. Like, I just sent it through and lightened the entire photo. Again, it doesn't change the fact that the under eye color is like this, almost the same shade as her hair. So when it lightens, the under eyes will still be relative to the rest of the tattoo dark. That's just how relative darkness looks on like in a photo. Like that's just how it looks. I don't know how to, I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
It's
wow.
The writing ended up smaller than I guess anticipated, but that was kind of where the idea began. Was that quote that I loved, that I always thought was just So well stated. Such a beautiful message.
What was that quote again?
It was the best thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother.
That's beautiful.
Which I did a lot of research because I was like, who said that?
you,
I
Zach.
think the other day, if I'm not mistaken, you said Mark Twain said
No,
that?
I never said it was.
I feel like you
I
did.
never said Mark.
Did you not?
Twain.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering.
No,
You-
Well, you don't remember who the quote belongs to?
Ethan attributes all quotes to him.
I did not. I know Mark Twain didn't say this.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I looked it up. I know who said it. It was some kind of. It was some kind of priest, which hey,
Hey now.
apparently they know something. One guy over there is keeping it consistent on the family business.
That's true. That's true.
Everyone else.
You know what? Good for him. Okay. I'm happy that he just lives life how he wants to live life. You know? What is this timestamp?
Come again.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Let me keep going. $50
If your wife
one.
is like, "I'm leaving you," then questions.
Right, questions.
And imagine she's like, not your wife. I'm talking hypothetically.
Mhm.
'Cause you guys are in love, obviously. We'll be married forever.
Yep,
Um,
obviously.
but if your wife's like, "I want a divorce," you're like, "All right, no questions here.
No questions here. No follow-up.
This is my policy in life."
Mhm.
It was a good run. You're on.
All right, so am I staying here? Are you like, what are we doing? Should I get an apartment or something? Like,
What the fuck is this timestamp? What the fuck is this timestamp? Okay. Well, yeah. So he got a tattoo of his wife. I wish him the best of luck. On a personal perspective, I do think I've always thought it's a little weird to get tattoos of people's faces. That's my personal opinion. My opinions, you can disagree with my opinions. If you love face tattoos, please. It's your body. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. You want to get 50 face tattoos, please. I just, especially the realistic type. Yeah. I also think it's kind of a crazy thing to do to someone else by surprise. Like, I wouldn't like knowing that someone I'm dating or married to on a random day decided to go get a tattoo of my face. Like, that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I love tattoos. I really love tattoos. But, oh man. Like, I think the idea of like someone showing up and being like, you know that inside joke that you and I have? Yeah, I added it to like my sleeve of tattoos. I added the text to the sleeve of tattoos. I added D&M bowls to the sleeve of my tattoos. I'm like, dude, that's funny as fuck. Nice. I would think that that's funny, right? Maybe I'm wrong to think that. I don't know. But like a face tattoo, I don't know. As a surprise. What do I know, man? What do I know? What do I know? Apparently, Hila hates it. She said she didn't like it. And then he said,
Wowie.
And then he said, no, don't worry. She'll like it in a month. She'll like it in a month. Also, really quickly, sorry, I had a few more chat messages open on the tattoo, so I want to finish that up. Even if we dislike Ethan Klein so much, there is something about the love between him and Hila that I find so beautiful. Like, it's them versus the world. Honestly, it makes me feel so weird watching them, knowing that I hate them. Dude, he is the wife guy. I've said this since day one. I said this before anybody else said this, by the way. All right? She could tell him to, like, drop and give her 20, and he would do it. She could tell him to get a tattoo like that, which she wouldn't, and he would do it. Like, he is the wife guy. Wife guy is neither positive nor negative. It's just descriptive. And I think this tattoo proves me right.